Hey everybody, welcome back. This is it. That's the one. That's the kit that got me in so much hot water with so many of you commenters. This is it. And it's all because I said that's a cool looking kit. I'm not sure who this Big Daddy Roth is, this guy. Yeah, this is it. This is it. It's been sitting there dormant for so long. Every time I see it, obviously it brings back those joyful memories of my ignorance to the SoCal scene back in the 60s. I guess. Maybe I got that wrong. I know you'll correct me if I did. But yeah, this is it. Ed Big Daddy Roth's Outlaw. A jewel show car in 1/25th scale. Yeah, this is not the original release of this. This is one of those repops, but it doesn't matter because it's the one. What is this? 2001. But yeah, this is it. I've never really opened it up on camera. I think I've looked in the box once. I may have even looked at it when I bought it. But yeah, we're going to revisit this thing. And but you know what? What was the fortunate thing about this kit? Or about me not knowing who that was? I learned a great deal from you guys. And for the most part, you guys were picking on me, but not being mean. And I enjoyed it. I've got to find that. I did the reply video of some of the comments. I'd printed them out, and I know that thing's around here somewhere, but I would laugh my head off if I read them again, some of the comments. And I made a reply video and read those, and it was so much fun. But because of me not knowing who Ed Big Daddy Roth was, has really benefited me. Number one, it's benefited me by learning and growing in some knowledge. It's also benefited me in a lot of kits and things to do with Rat Fink and Big Daddy Roth. T-shirts, model kits, toys, yeah, lots of stickers and all kinds of stuff. So it's been a great ride, me not knowing who this guy was. Maybe I should try that more often. No, I'm just playing. It was total innocence. I did not know who he was, and although, like I've mentioned in my other videos, I should have, because my dad apparently knew who he was, because he would draw like Ed Roth. He would draw those crazy pictures and things, and yeah, but he always just mentioned Barris. I never heard him talk about Big Daddy Roth that I remember. Anyway, let's look at this thing. They say this is a pretty awful kit to build, or it's really fiddly, and oh yeah, I remember looking at it now, because there's not a whole lot to it except a million chrome parts and a big fuzz wad right there in the middle. Do you see that? It's not hair, I hope. I don't know what that is. It's infused into the I don't know what I think that was there. You know what? It almost looks chrome plated. You see that string right here? It is. It's got chrome on it. That that's been on there since the chrome process. Holy cow, somebody's hairnet got stuck in it or something. It's all over the place. There's little pieces everywhere. There's a piece right there on the exhaust. Yeah, oh well. But there's the chrome tree, which looks like makes up the majority of this kit. And this is what I've been told is that is the reason it's fiddly, is because there's so many little small chrome parts. And I would re-chrome all this stuff just because, again, when you start cutting parts off, I mean, you can touch up the little spots. It's not a problem. But if it needs any cleanup or anything like that, especially like on the headers, if you cleaned up that flash that's on the headers, you'd be missing some chrome. So I've just started de-chroming everything and reshooting it. Now, it looks really nice. But there it is. Small block Chevy, I assume. Looks like small block Chevy valve covers, possibly. It may not be. I bet it doesn't say on here what it is. It doesn't. But just looking at it, I don't know. It only has 3 exhaust pipes coming out each side, but it's got 4 plug wires. I don't know what kind of engine that is. Maybe it's just the way that... No? Because here's the headers. It's got single, so maybe you guys correct me. What kind of engine was in the Outlaw? Maybe an Oldsmobile or something like that, but it looks like it might have only had 3 exhaust pipes. That's weird. Kind of like an old flathead, didn't they? Sometimes only have like 3. But there's some cool stuff here. Little steering wheel right there in the middle, all flashed up. It's like some lights, some suspension parts. There's a chrome distributor, springs, carburetors right here, shocks, little teeny weeny shocks, some chrome belts, and Krager. What the heck? Is that an intake manifold that says Krager on it? Did Krager make intake manifolds? I did not know that. That looks like the intake manifold right there. And it says Krager. That's cool. No idea. I had no idea. But I am pretty sure that's an intake manifold. There's your chrome transmission, chrome oil pan, chrome valve covers, chrome everything. Because it looks like that thing just was covered with chrome. So there's all, and then there's your little, not sure what those are part of the front suspension, these 2 that held the front axle into place. Speaking of axle, there's the front axle here, and then there's the leaf spring for the rear. And I'm assuming the front may have had some coil springs or something like that. I can't see them, but I think that's what it is. And that's a nice little spoke. Front bicycle tires, looks like, almost. Not no brakes or anything up front. And then there are your axle tubes right here. And the rear diff, where the heck is it at? Am I missing it? There's the transmission halves. There's the axle tubes. Maybe the rear diff has to be painted. Peculiar, I wouldn't have thought that. Let's get this opened up. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with everyone always joking about Ed Roth. I really have. I'm not being sarcastic. I really have had a lot of fun. It's been a cool little thing, and so many people at shows and things like that will crack a joke at me about Ed Roth, and we'll laugh and chuckle. There's the body, the main portion of the body there. You know this thing comes from a long time ago. There are the gauge cluster right there, made into it. Just almost just like Santa's sleigh, doesn't it? And see, you hook it to the horses right there, or the reindeer right there with the sprue. There's the interior. Got seat belts for one. You're just unfortunate if you're riding with Big Daddy Ed Roth and he loses control, because you're out of there. At least he's got a set of seat belts. There's your front fenders right there, and that would be the front. They swoop back, so there's your front fenders. Not sure what exactly that is right there. Then there's a cool looking engine. Check this out. So it's got the crankcase, crankshaft all in there. And then you have the cylinders, which, you look at that, they even got some of them that are down farther, you know, because I guess they tried to make it look like it would be timed, or, you know, where not all the pistons are just up flat. And then part of the bell housing is made onto that. So a couple of other parts there that I'm not 100% sure what they are. Maybe some front lights or rear lights or something like that. Frame rails. More little parts. Oh wow. Check out the cylinder heads. That is so cool. It's really cool that they went to that detail, and you're actually going to glue it on there. It's got the, you see, it's got the alignment pins and all. But I guess if you wanted to build it somehow, the cylinder heads off, one of them off or something like that, that would be cool, because you got the pistons. Maybe the whole engine's torn down, you know. Neat. Okay, let's look at the ports. So I'm assuming this would be the the intake ports here. So this would be your valve cover. We go right there, intake ports, and then on this side you see 3 spots for the exhaust. So yeah, I'm not sure what kind of engine this is, but it must have been an Oldsmobile or a Pontiac, or who knows what it may have been. And this is interesting. That steering wheel there looks so much like a 70s Ford pickup, the shape of it, except for the little rings that are, there's several little like rings that are on the actual wheel. But yeah, that looks a lot like a Ford steering wheel, but it's got the, I guess that little part, that little center section goes in the middle here. Tiny little radiator. It's like some starters, an generator maybe, a starter. Holy cow, look at these things. Look at these emblems. How tiny. They look pretty good though. There's a little bit of flash on the middle one, and there's a little small one right there. I guess you had different, I don't know, different ones you could use. Not sure. And then, oh, that's interesting. That says Revell Incorporated 1985. I'm assuming though that this kit probably was from the 60s. I'm just assuming. I guess this is a trophy mount or something like that, where you would make a trophy. I'm still looking, yeah, and there's like some rope holders, like if it were on display. See the ropes? That's neat that it's got those. That's pretty cool. I don't see any emblems on it though. Maybe those are more like trophies. And I'm still can't figure out the differential. I don't see it. Let me look again. Maybe hiding in plain sight. Here's the chrome tree. Transmission. Each side of the rear axle. How am I missing that? Is that it right here? Is this it? No, it can't be. It doesn't have a drive shaft that hooks up to it. What the heck? Matthew, I saw it the whole time on the tree. You missed it. Okay, well, let's break out the instructions. Here's your tires. Wow, those front ones are skinny. Like so, here are the rears. Some bias ply, sort of like drag tires. And then the fronts. Look how skinny that is. That is super skinny. It's neat though. It says Dunlop, and it's got the size 3. Looks like, no, or J 25 by 15 or 18 or 19 or something like that. Must be 19. I think the rears would have probably been 14 or 15 inch. Differential. Where is the diff? Let's see what the instructions. Oh, I forgot about this. There's your windshield. Cut it out. There's a Revell thing we could mail that off. And here are the decals. Look really nice. Champion show car, the Outlaw, designed and built by Ed Roth. That is too cool. California. Alright, now we'll find out just exactly where the rear end is. And I'm telling you, I've overlooked it. I do that quite often. Okay. There it is. Okay, so I must have... Oh, okay. Told you it was hiding in plain sight. I was just thinking that this thing here, that was just a piece of sprue. That's the drive shaft coming out right there. So that is the center of the differential. Drive shaft comes down. Okay. Mystery solved. Sorry, I'm sure most of you guys are like, dummy, it's right there. Yeah, cool little car. Cool little car. Be cool to find the original edition of this. Okay, there are your trophy. That's your trophy. Okay, there's a car. See a little car? Where is it at? It says silver. See if I can't find it. It's like a Where's Waldo thing. Dang, where the heck? It's got to be tiny. Okay, so I'm just looking. Not seeing it. Still not seeing it. What a good hiding job they did. Okay, maybe it's not on there. Maybe it was on this. And it's just supposed to be silver. Oh, that's what that is. That's a car. Dang. Look how small. See that little guy? It's got the piece of the injector point at the top. Wow. That is miniature. Miniature. Yeah, there you go, right there. Too cool. Alright, well, there it is. Just thought I'd revisit, check it out, more thorough, never opened the bags up. And hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the journey that I've gone through learning about who? The Big Daddy. No, not Don Garlitz, but Big Daddy Ed Roth. That fella right there. He's brought a lot of joy to me, and I never got to meet the guy. But anyway, I know my friend Dennis Smith did get to meet him one time. Got a t-shirt. I saw that t-shirt, airbrush t-shirt by Big Daddy. He's got it in a frame, and he had it at the MDA model show up in Roanoke, Virginia, which I do plan on going to next year. And if you go, maybe he'll bring that shirt again and you can see it. Last year it was a Big Daddy Ed Roth themed show, and he had that, but it's a cool piece of memorabilia that Dennis has, and maybe he'd break it out for us again. And let's check it out. I need to get a picture of it. But anyway, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, as always, go check out hobbynutmodels.com, linked in the description of the video. If you click on the link that I've provided and you go over there and do purchase something, I'll get some credit for that. And I'd appreciate that. Helps me out, helps the channel out. Also, thanks to the Facebook group, guys. If you want a t-shirt or a coffee mug or stickers or anything like that, just go over to the Spring Store, check that out. Link in the description as well. And to my Patreon members, thank you so much for your continued support. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you wouldn't mind, give it a thumbs up like a lot of you do. And, yeah. I got to look on the shelves, see what's lurking in the hidden vastness. Hidden vastness. That makes no sense. I was just trying to make it sound really big or something. It's actually really small in here. It's cramped, and I have run out of room. But anyway, maybe I'll find something neat and we'll check it out. All right, guys, take care. See you later. Bye.